Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Let me know when you can see me. Let me know when you can hear me. I know there's always a bit of a delay. So let me know if anybody can see or hear me and when the connection is live. So hello, hello, hello. So I want to actually go through, let's have a look and see who's in the room. Tracy Spriggs, Marissa, hello, hello, hello. Nice to see you guys. Thank you for joining. It's so lovely to have the support. It's so lovely to have you all connecting with me. Jasmine, Liz, hello. So I've just done a live for my channel members, my YouTube club members or channel members. I've just done a live for them and I realized I did the whole live in the dark. It's only now afterwards I realized I hadn't switched the light on. So for those of you on my channel, you'll recognize them. They've got the little butterflies next to their name. If they join now, you can suddenly understand, oh, I can actually see Renee. Just now they couldn't see me and I didn't even realize. Keshmita, hello, my darling. Sue, hello from Cape Town. How's Cape Town today, Sue? I hope it's well. Suvira, hello, hello, hello. Who else is here? Candace, hello, Candace. Magda, hello, Magda. Oh, thank you. Magda says she likes listening to my readings. It always inspires her. Thank you so much. I so appreciate that. I love the support. You guys are just amazing. Ashina, hello, hello, hello. Shannon, hi, Shannon. I hope you're healing well, my darling. I hope you're doing okay. Candace, I said hello to Christine. Hello, Christine. Hello, Sharon. I didn't listen to you yesterday and I did order that deck. I had to do it. I couldn't. I was like, oh, I'm not listening to Sharon. I'm ordering my deck. Paula, hello, hello, hello. Kathleen, hello. Shame, Kathleen, as I was just explaining, I had the light off just now so you guys couldn't see me properly. I do apologize for that. All right. So lots of you here already. It's such fun. I love doing these live videos. I love doing these connections. I was saying earlier on that I wish it was a two-way thing, that we could see you and interact properly. Michelle, hello, darling. Hello, hello. So nice to see you joining me. All right. So friends, as always, I don't actually have a plan for these readings. I don't have a plan for these lives. I just sort of take it as I go. And the reason why I thought I would do a public live is because I did one for my club members and I thought, all right, so now let's open it up to everybody. And normally what happens when I do these is that the chat sort of just scrolls and there's lots of questions. Hello, Anne. Hello. So nice to see you. The chat sort of just glows. Listen to me. I'm reading Shannon's message. Shannon saying I've got such a glow about me. Thank you. So the chat seems to just go and flow, and I often battle to keep up with it. So I'm just sort of going to do readings. I'm just going to do some card pulls for whichever name we see. I'm not going to try and control the chat because then I spend more time looking on the screen over there instead of looking at you guys. Elaine, hello. Kashmita, I think I said hello to you. Oh, Shane, thank you, my darling. Oh, you guys are going to make me blush. You're going to make me feel. So I have just finished recording the pick a card for tomorrow. Yeah, I think we had, I had fun. I had absolute fun doing tomorrow's pick a card, your Friday pick a card, and it has been posted. It has been put onto YouTube, so it's just ready for me to mark it public tomorrow morning, and then you guys will all have your pick a card and your interesting, very interesting readings that have come through for tomorrow. So I'm sure you're going to all enjoy those. Let's get into some cards. I have got in my hands the Lightseers Tarot. I love this deck. This is just I know I say that about all the decks, don't I? I really do say that about all the decks. So let's do some shuffling and let's do some cards. Hello, hello, hello. I see we've got all sorts of lovely people joining us. Okay, Suvira, I see you've got a question. Home finance, please. All right, let's see. For Suvira, home finance, what does Spirit need her to know? What card, what message, what guidance? Coming up. Oh, Seven of Wands. So Seven of Wands is always an interesting card. Seven of Wands talks about not facing, not dealing with, not handling the situation that you're in. So clearly with you, my darling, there's something going on in your life with regards to what was at home and finances. And look what she's doing. She's choosing not to look, okay? She's doing a bit of a yoga pose and she's like not facing it because whatever it is that's at her, whatever the situation or the challenges, it's maybe feeling a little bit overwhelming. It's maybe feeling a little bit difficult. It's maybe feeling a little bit scary for her. And she's choosing not to deal with it. She's choosing not to look at it head on. The other message of this card, the other thing that this card tells you is that often that which frightens us, that which scares us, that which we don't want to look at, is actually not so bad. And when you do look at it head on, when you do face it, you're going to see that it's not a big scary monster, but it's probably just a small little tiny fluffy teddy bear. Okay, so whatever the situation is around you, face it head on. Look at it head on instead of avoiding it, because when you avoid it, it gets bigger in your mind. When you face it head on, it's easier. You're going to see how tiny and insignificant the challenge is, and then it's going to be easier to resolve. Okay, so sending lots of love to you. Oh, there's so many people coming on board. Hello, hello, hello. Right, let's see who's next. Michelle, I'm going to do one for you. Michelle's asking for a quick message regarding work. Okay, so Michelle, let's see what we get for you. Let's see what we get for Michelle. Oh, King of Swords, Michelle. How absolutely fabulous. So Michelle also reads cards, so she doesn't really need me to interpret the card for her, but I'm going to do it anyway. So Michelle, King of Swords is telling you to get in control of your mind, okay? Because this is what's leading you astray. This is what's causing challenges for you. It's the thinking, it's the mind, it's the objectivity. That's the word I'm picking up on, okay? It's the objectivity that may be causing a little bit of conflict for you. So Michelle, Spirit is saying to you, pay attention to the thoughts, pay attention to what's happening in the head, pay attention to what's happening in the mind, and make sure that you are solid, strong, conviction, all of those kind of words is what I'm picking up for you. Whatever the situation is at work, you need to be in control. You need to be the king. You need to be dominant. You need to be in control. But also don't let this run away with you, okay? Less here and more physical, more tangible, okay? So I hope that helps, my darling. Sending you lots of love. Singisa, hello. Hello, hello. Okay, Nana, hello, my darling. I've got you in my diary. I've got a little post-it note that I keep shifting from day to day, saying I need to give you your January dates that we discussed. So I haven't forgotten about you, but my January diary hasn't quite been assembled yet. I know that sounds weird, but I'm working with my own system, and I haven't quite assembled the January diary yet. So I will get to you shortly, my darling. Okay, so Nana, let's see what we get for you. Oh, okay, another one head scratcher, okay? So for you here, we have got the Five of Swords, and it's a very similar message, a very similar interpretation to what I just gave Michelle with the King of Swords. But here it's about allowing your anxieties to get the better of you. So clearly with you, there is something that's worrying you. There's something that's niggling in the mind, okay? There's something that's sort of scratching at the back there, and you're constantly thinking to yourself, your fear and your anxiety is growing and growing by the minute, and you're getting yourself into a situation where you might not actually be able to come back from. So the advice of the card is to not allow your anxieties to overwhelm you, not allow your anxieties to take over. Don't allow your anxieties to rule you, all right? And, you know, this little bird that's chirping on her shoulder, all you have to do is sort of brush the bird away, and then the anxiety is gone. So don't let something sit here. Speak about it, act on it, get it out into the open, deal with it as best you can, and overcome it quickly before it becomes a major headache in your life. And you and I know exactly what that's about. Speak, my darling, speak, and all will be well in your life. Okay, Paula, hello, Paula. When will my commercial building be sold? I'm at my wit's end. Okay, so Paula, let's see what Spirit give you. Let's see what Spirit give Paula. When will my commercial building be sold? You know, as I read that, Paula, immediately from Spirit, I'm hearing that I'm surprised it isn't sold. Really, that's what I have to say. I'm a little bit hesitant, because it's almost like, well, it isn't sold yet, okay? So I'm really feeling like if it isn't sold, it's going to be very shortly. But let's just draw a card anyway. You know what? That card doesn't need any explanation. Look at her. She's celebrating. She's hitting the drum. She's having a party. She's celebrating. She's acknowledging life is good, okay? You can see by the smile on her face and everything. She is just so in the moment. So Paula, hang in there, okay? Hang in there. Don't give up too quickly. whatever you're doing to sell the property, whoever's working it, however it's doing, just keep doing that, okay? Because this really does confirm that something's going to happen for you quite quickly. The other thing that I want to add with regards to your pricing, because obviously that is the thing, okay? So with regards to the pricing on the property, I do feel as if this is your asking price, I do feel as if somebody's going to try and seriously undercut you. Don't accept that. Don't get desperate, because this is what people rely on, okay? So especially if they know that the property's been on the market for a while, they almost expect you to go way down in your pricing. So if you get a ridiculous offer, hold back a little bit, don't accept it, and they will raise it to the asking price. But I definitely think somebody's going to take a fat chance. And if you're strong, if you stand and I don't want to say fight back, but if you stand strong on what you want, they will raise their price and you will get something. So I hope that helps. Hope that helps. Okay. Happy, hello, happy, hello. Can't get enough. What can't you get enough of, Happy? Okay, I'm going to get on to yours in a minute. I just want to see who else is there. Candace, hello, Candace. Let's draw a card for you. Candace says it's been a hard time lately. Any message will help. All right, let's see what Spirit wants to say for Candace. Message for Candace. Whoops, something went flying, but you know me, I'm just such a bad shuffler. Message for Candace. Let's see what we get. So Candace, I know you're saying that it's been a tough time. It's been a difficult time lately. But here we have the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is the celebration card. It's the card of acknowledgement. It's the card of commitment. It's the card of coming together with a happy cause, okay? So it's like, you know, typically I'm going to call it the wedding, all right? It's something that we've been working towards for such a long time, and then it is that huge, big, momentous activity or momentous time when everybody comes together to celebrate and to just acknowledge whatever the good advice or good situation is. So I am going to say to you, Candace, as much as it has been a tough time, and you know what, it really has for everybody. I don't know a single person who hasn't had difficulties, who hasn't had some kind of struggle. And there's a very big reason behind that. So Candace, I'm going to deviate a little bit here, but I think everybody will benefit from this. We are heading into a brand new era, okay, globally, worldwide. If you are into astrology, if you're interested in astrology, just do yourself a favor and just Google planet alignment December 21, 2020, okay? 21st of December this year, there are major shifts that are taking place. We are leaving a 200-year period of chaos. It's the only word I can use, chaos. And we are going into a 200-year period of something different. I'm not going to be too complicated with it now, but honestly, this for you is basically saying to you, as much as it has been difficult, we acknowledge that, we see that, we recognize that, we understand that, but let's get excited for what's coming. We have to go through the difficult. We have to let go of the hardship. We have to let go of all of those struggles so that we can evolve, advance, mature, grow, expand, all of those kind of words. And that's what this card is saying to you. Celebration, happiness, joy, success is definitely coming for you. Just as they say in South Africa, just fussbait. Okay, just fussbait. Right, I need to have a sip of tea. I hope you've all got something. I hope you've all got a cup of tea or something. I was going to have something different than tea, but I thought, no, let's just keep it on the tea. Okay. Right, let's see who else is jumping out at me. Sue Oliver, because you were here early, would love a card for my move back to KZN. Oh, so you're coming to KZN. How fabulous, Sue. Let's see what Spirit wants to say to Sue with regards to her return to KZN. And all of those of you who I haven't said hello to, hello. Shannon, thank you. I see you've got coffee. I love my coffee, but tonight I'm drinking tea. Right, let's have a look. Move to KZN. Let's see what we get. Oh, look at that. 9 of Pentacles. This card always makes me happy. Just the image, the expression on her face, her body language, and all the colors and the brightness that's happening around her. It is also, I just wanted to see here, see this pot and the pot is full and it's overflowing. This is the card of abundance. This is the card of prosperity. This is the card of opulence. It's the card of having more than you need and more than enough, okay, which is really quite awesome. So as far as your move back to KZN goes, it looks like it's going to be fabulous. It looks like it's going to be exactly what you need. So that's awesome. All right. Okay, let's see. Taylor, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Taylor, hello, Taylor. Let's see. Losing hope. I don't know what to do. Right. So let's see what message we have for Taylor. Okay, so Taylor, Page of Wands energy, which is lovely. Page of Wands is basically saying to you, it's about juggling. You can see what they're doing. They're throwing things up in the air and trying to manage so many things at once, okay, and finding a little bit overwhelming. But it's more the stress that you put on yourself, okay? So whatever it is that you're worried about, whatever it is that you're anxious about, whatever it is that's happening in your life, recognize that you are your own worst enemy. You've got to start believing in you. You've got to start trusting yourself. And when you start trusting yourself, everything becomes easier. When you're questioning and doubting and you don't really have faith in yourself, okay, when you start doubting that you're going to be able to catch that baton, when you start doubting, that's when you start dropping and that's when you start losing. So sorry, who am I talking to? Taylor. So Taylor, for you at the moment, it's basically saying to you, believe in yourself, believe in your own abilities, believe in your own power, your own authenticity. And when you start believing in yourself, miracles will happen for you. Okay, sending lots of love to you. Hello to everybody that's come online. Hello, my friend Heidi. Hello. Oh, she says I'm looking fabulous. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. Right, so let's see who else. Alistair, I am going to pick for you. Alistair Jameson. It says, I'm moving home in a day or two. Oh, what does this new home hold? Lots of movement, hey? Everybody's moving. And you know what, again, as I mentioned, and I gave a little teaser earlier on about the 21st of December, big stuff is happening, guys. Big stuff is happening. And people who are moving house, people who are shifting and changing, it's so important that all of these kind of shifts and changes happen now, because it's setting the tone for the next 200 years. It's setting the tone for this next big age of Aquarius that we're moving into. So that's quite exciting. Right, so let's just see, Alistair. Moving home in a day or two, what does this new home hold? Okay, so you got the Judgment card. Judgment card is one of those also very, very interesting cards, because Alistair, what the Judgment card is telling you is that make sure that your expectations are in line with what you're doing, where you're going, and what it's going to be like. Maybe our expectations could be too low, or they could be too high, but it's just about making sure that your expectations are in the right place, making sure that your expectations are valid, and make sure that you're being honest with yourself. First and foremost, be honest with yourself. And I'm picking up with you, Alistair, I'm picking up it's about being honest with yourself with regards to the reasons for the move and what you're expecting from the new location. Don't be too hard and don't be too lenient, okay? It's about fairness. It's about finding that balance between the two. But I honestly believe for you, Alistair, that the move is valid. The move is legit. It has to happen. It's going to be really good for you. But it is a case of being honest with yourself about the circumstance, the situation, where you're going, where you're leaving, because we mustn't leave things behind, okay? Emotional baggage. Don't leave anything behind. Take it all with you or resolve it so that it doesn't go with you. Sending lots of love. I'm going to draw a card for Shannon, because Shannon is one of my biggest and greatest supporters, and I just so value and appreciate her. Oh, she says December 21st is her mom's birthday. Wow. You know, I really want to encourage you all, go into Google and type in December 21st, 2020. Make sure it's 2020, and big stuff is happening. So Shannon, I'm going to draw a card for you, my darling. Let's see what Spirit actually, you know what, I'm going to use an oracle deck for you, Shannon, because this oracle deck just gives such awesome messages, and it just allows my imagination to go wild. So for Shannon, let's see what Spirit wants Shannon to know. Let's see what we get for Shannon. This one. Okay. Look at that, Shannon. We have got courage. Okay, so first of all, the colors on these cards are just exquisite. So here we have a beautiful ocean picture, or a seaside, but you can see how rough the waves are hitting against the rocks. Look at the colors in the sky, look at all of that. And to stand there with all this force coming at you, with all these waves coming at you, could be quite scary. And what Spirit is saying to you is that you've got to be courage, okay? You've got to be brave. You've got to have as much courage as you possibly can. Don't, and I know, Shannon, I know with you, you're facing a lot at the moment, okay? With your medical, with your health, with your recovery, all sorts of things. You're facing a lot. And I would imagine that there are days when you're feeling really low, where you're feeling like you don't have the courage to actually get on and do what you need to do. So Shannon, on those days, recognize that standing on those rocks while those waves are coming at you, recognize that you are strong enough, recognize that you actually have the courage that you need to face everything that's going on with you. Sending you lots of love, my darling. Lots and lots and lots of love. Okay. Right, let's see who we have. I'm sort of reading all the messages. Okay, so I'm going to do for Wild Vintage Soul. Let's draw a card for you, my darling. And I'm going to use again the Oracle deck because I'm loving this deck. Absolutely. Yes, you are bold, Shannon. You are bold. Absolutely. Absolutely. You are so welcome. Right, Wild Vintage Soul. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know. What is the guidance, the inspiration, and the message for you from Spirit tonight? And we get, let's see if I can get this one into focus for you. So it is Voyage. And just look, we have a whale above water. Okay, there's actually two whales. And I don't know if you can see the strings. So when I first saw this card, I didn't know if this... Let me start this again. I understood that, or my perception was that this top whale was like the hot air balloon, okay, carrying the little one. And it's almost like the little one I felt was controlling the big one. Okay, so Heidi, for you, my darling, this is basically saying to you, and being Voyage. Voyage is not about where you start, and it's not about where you end off. It's about how you progress. It's about how you achieve the things along the way. So for you, my friend, this is definitely saying to you that there is progress, there is change happening, there is stuff taking place around you all the time. And you've got to recognize your own abilities. You've got to recognize the journey, not the start, not the end, but the journey itself. And do whatever you have to. Utilize whatever you have available to use to your advantage to help you achieve all the things that you need to achieve. I think that's absolutely awesome. I love that for you. Absolutely love that for you. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. Right. Hello, hello, hello. Peter, hello, Peter. I'm going to draw a card for you. And again, I'm going to stick with this Oracle deck because I am just loving it. So, Peter, let's see message or guidance for me right now, business and personal life. Let's see what we get. Message for Peter tonight. Message for Peter tonight. What does Peter need to know? What is important and significant for Peter? So, Peter, look at this. We have the most exquisite swan. Look at the magic around the swan, all around. We have even got the beautiful northern lights. We have got magic ice crystals. And look at the message, stillness. You know, to me, for you, this card is basically saying to you, you've got to find stillness here. If you don't have stillness here, and here in the heart. If you don't have stillness, when I point to the throat, I'm talking about communication, self-expression, self-belief, and self-understanding, okay? If you don't have stillness here, you're never going to have stillness in your environment, in your surroundings. With you, Peter, I really feel like I want to speak, but no words are coming out, okay? So I feel as if there's a lot that you need to say. There's a lot that you need to express. There's a lot that needs to come off your chest, or come out of your chest, if I can say. But there's a fear, there's a worry, there's an anxiety. And again, you know, society says to us that there's a time and a place, and we must always be considerate of other people and things like that. But Peter, for you, you have to find the stillness here. And I don't believe you're going to find that stillness here unless you're able to express and to speak. I hope that makes sense. Sending lots of love to you. Sonam, hello, my darling. I do have a question, she says. I do have a question, Renee. Have I been neglecting anything in my life? Oh, I like that question. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So, have I been neglecting anything in my life? Have I been neglecting anything in my life? Let's see what we get. Huh? Huh? So let me put it front and center that the camera will focus on it. Look at that fire. Look at all the, I'm going to call it the wood around, and look at the keyword at the bottom, security. Absolutely. Okay. So have you been, I just noticed now that there's a whole lot of little cave dwellings, or cave drawings, I should say, on the wood carvings there. So the question that you're asking is, have you been neglecting anything in your life? And security. Now, when we're talking security, I'm not talking safety, okay? We're not talking about your personal safety. We're talking about securing your past, securing your present, and securing your future. Security as in recognizing what you've achieved, what you're doing, and what you want to achieve. Goals, securing goals. That's how I'm interpreting this. And the reason why I'm interpreting it that way is because of the cave drawings, okay? Because the cave drawings, when we put things, when we carve things into wood or put it on a cave, we are marking down what we have, what we are, and what we want to achieve, and what we want to do. And to me, that's how I'm interpreting the security. It's about recognizing and building yourself a structure, building yourself home, building yourself an environment where you are able to do the things that you need to, able to do the things that you want to, and able to do the things that are significant and important in your life. Wow. I love that for you. I hope that helps. So what are you neglecting? Carving out time and space for you to achieve the things that you need to. Sending lots of love to you, my darling. Terry English, your name is the next one I see. Hi, Renee. Thanks so much for everything you do for us. It's such a pleasure, absolute pleasure. Any guidance would be great right now. Right, let's have a look. Terry, let's see what I pick for you, or what card jumps out for you. And I'm sticking with this Oracle deck because it seems to be fabulous. I am absolutely loving it. So, Terry, what does Spirit need you to know? What guidance is important for you right now with everything that's going on in your life? What is important and for you to be aware of and to know right now? And apparently this is the one for you. So it is wonders. And there's a couple of things about this card. First of all, those colors are just so my colors. Blues and purples, I'm there like a bee. Okay, love the blues and the purples. Blue is about communication and expression, and the purples is about understanding and intuition. So the first thing you see here is this crystal, and look how huge this crystal is. And then there's this like galaxy in the front of it, and the message at the bottom, or the key word, is wonders. So Terry, I think what this card is basically saying to you, I just want to try and get the focus back. When I cover my face, then the camera doesn't know how to find me. So we have to put the card back, get it to focus on the card, and then hopefully it focuses on my face. No, not tonight. I broke it again. I do this from time to time. All right. I'm hoping it will just sort itself out, because I'm not going to try and get the camera to focus. It will do it by itself. So, Terry, what Spirit is saying to you with regards to the wonders, it's about recognizing and acknowledging everything that's going on in your life. It's about recognizing and acknowledging the things that are working for you and the things that are not. And it's about focusing on the positive, focusing on what is working for you, instead of trying to go against the grain and try to do things differently. So honestly, Terry, the message here for you is pay attention to the little miracles, pay attention to the things that are working for you, and put more focus and attention into those, and less focus and attention into the things that are not working for you. And I know that is so difficult. I know that's so difficult to do, and almost, I'm going to call it almost impossible. But this is what Spirit is saying. It's about choosing your battles, really. Choosing the battles, knowing what you can do and do those things well. And the things that you struggle with, the things that are causing pain, difficulty, and struggle for you, leave them be. Leave them alone for a while. Focus on the wonders. Focus on the things that are working for you, and leave the rest. I hope that helps, my darling. Sending lots of love. Okay. Right, let's see who else. Leviosa, hello, hello, hello. Any guidance? Loss of a friendship. Okay, so guidance for dealing with the loss of a friendship. So Leviosa, let me see what I get for you. Let's shuffle and draw a card. For Leviosa, guidance for dealing with the loss of a friendship. You know, again, I'm going to say to you that there's a lot of that kind of energy happening and taking place at the moment. Friendships that have been around for a very long time and been going for a very long time, ending for no apparent reason. There's a lot of that, but it's always hard. It's always difficult. The card that flew out of the pack while I was shuffling for you is leadership. Just look at that huge big polar bear. Look at the sky. Look at the colors. Look at everything. Polar bears are feared. They're scary. They're huge. They're monstrous. But they're also invisible, okay? They blend into their surroundings and all of that kind of thing. And I think maybe this particular friendship for you, this is what happened, okay? You may have been invisible to your friend until such time as you said something or did something, and then there was this whole big scary situation. And the way to deal with it is by just recognizing your own power. You are the polar bear, okay? You are the polar bear. You are not invisible. Yes, you may have some transparency about you, but you are not invisible, and you need to be seen. You need to be respected. You need to be acknowledged. You need to be feared, okay, but not in a negative sense. And how do you deal with the loss of this relationship, friendship? By recognizing the part that you played versus the part that the other person played, and see that they weren't even, okay? We were missing each other completely. So with whatever you've done, however you've handled the situation, honestly know that you've done right, and it's a case of just waiting patiently. Carry on with your life, carry on with your stuff, carry on with whatever you're doing, and wait for the other person to respect you, to recognize you, to see you, and to understand you the way you need to be. And then we can commute again, then we can converse again, then we can be together again. Sending so much love and blessings to you. Let's see who we have. Hello, Robin. I'm going to draw a card for you. And Robin, your video has been done. I will be sending you your link hopefully tomorrow. Your video has been done, so you will be getting yours very shortly. You're in for a good one. That's all I'm going to say. All right, Robin, let's draw a card for you and see. Guidance from Spirit for Robin. Oh, wow. Okay. So, Robin, you've got release. Just look at those autumn leaves falling. Okay. Look at those autumn leaves falling and everything shifting and changing. That is absolutely quite awesome. And you know what the release is? Sometimes when we let go, sometimes when we drop our leaves, sometimes when we let go of all of those kind of things, often what happens is it makes way for a fruit to grow, okay? I was just this afternoon walking outside in the garden and looking at our avo trees. And, you see the avo trees, they come into bloom, and then you see all the leaves start falling. And when the leaves fall, you think, oh my gosh, is the tree dying? Is the tree, is there something wrong? And we start panicking. But actually what it's doing is it's making space for the fruit to come through. So for you, Robin, at the moment, if you are letting go or losing or dropping anything, understand that it's not a loss. It's not a release. It's a release so that we have space to gain and to take on more. Okay. Do you understand that? I hope it makes sense to you. All right. So whatever it is that you need to, whatever's heavy to hold on to in your life at the moment, let it go. Let it go to make way for the fruit, to make way for the abundance, to make way for the sweetness that is coming into your life. Oh, I like that. I like that. I think that's quite awesome. Oh, Happy, that is so sweet. Earlier on, Happy's message was hello, and she can't get enough. And I said, oh, what can't you get enough of? And she says that I meant your readings and guidance. You're always so spot on. Oh, thank you, my darling. That is lovely. Thank you so much. Make my heart happy. Awesome. All right. Oh, I'm glad, Leviosa. I'm glad that made sense to you. That is absolutely awesome. Yeah, definitely feeling invisible and ignored. And you know what? Nobody deserves to feel that way. Relationships, whether it's a friendship or a romantic relationship, it's a two-way street. We need to both give and we need to both receive. So, yeah, it doesn't work like that. Awesome. Andrew Pont, your message retracted. I don't know if you had a question there. If you do have a question, you're welcome to put it back up. Magda, hello, Magda. I'm going to pull a card for you, right? Let's see what Spirit wants to say to Magda. Hello, Magda. Message from Spirit for Magda tonight. Message from Spirit for Magda. I see your message, Anne. I'll do yours after I've done Magda's. Message for Magda. What does Spirit need her to know? This card over here. Ooh, I like it. Illumination is your card. And I love it, because what does the word illumination mean? It means putting light on, shedding light on, seeing something clearer. When you put a light on something, everything becomes bright and everything becomes clearer. And it's very interesting here that the bottom of the card is quite, I'm going to call it black and white and dull. And then up here, we get the bright colors that are starting to come through. So clearly it's telling you that what is normally quite dull and dark, as soon as we put some illumination on, as soon as we put some light on it, there's some amazing clarity that seems to come through. And it's almost like everything just comes to life. Sorry, I'm looking at the card and not sharing with you. I'm enjoying it so much, okay? So we need to shed light on the areas in life that are causing trouble for you, Magda. So anything that's causing you pain, anything that's causing you a bit of difficulty, illuminate it, shed some light on it so that you can see the truth, so that you can see what's really going on there. And when you do, you will find the answers, the solutions that you need quickly and easily. Sending lots of love. Right, Anne, I'm going to do yours. Hello, Anne. Whoops. Actually, before I do yours, Anne, it's time for a sip of tea. So cheers, everybody. Tea time. Okay. Let's have a look and see what message we have for Anne. So Spirit, message for Anne. What does Anne need to know? What's important and significant for Anne to know right now? What message do we have for Anne? What does Anne need to know about her own life and what's going on in her life right now? And this one. Oh, just look at those colors, Anne. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, I love it for you. I think that is just such an appropriate message for you, Anne. So the message at the bottom is community. And what we have here is a whole lot of butterflies. We've got this rainbow streaming in through the forest. And the butterflies are all community. They're all sticking together. They're looking out for each other. They're taking care of each other. Let's just get it into focus so that you can see how absolutely awesome, awesome, awesome is that. Just beautiful. And you know, the other thing that comes through quite interestingly is the little energy that's coming out of the butterfly, that the trail that the butterflies are leaving. So that is truly, truly beautiful. The message that I'm getting from this for you, Anne, is that that's where your focus needs to be. You need to recognize the significant role that you play within your community, okay? Recognize it. And you know what happens is sometimes we do things, and I know this happens to me quite often. Sometimes we go through life and we do our normal kind of day-to-day activities, and we put ourselves out there for the world to see. And we sometimes wonder, you know, are we being seen? Are we making a positive difference? Are we doing well? And we often have those self-doubts, don't we? And I know you do too. So this card is basically saying to you, recognize that you are doing good. You are being seen. You are being noticed. You are making a positive difference to your community. So keep shining your light. And whenever things go dark, whenever things start getting a little bit, you know, nerve-wracking, when your doubt starts creeping in, just look for the rainbows, look for the butterflies and look for the rainbows, and you will know that you are doing well. I honestly believe the rainbow is you. I know we've got the butterflies there, but I believe that's you. The trail that you're leaving is the butterflies. You are doing such a phenomenal job. So keep doing it. Sending lots of love to you, Ed. Lots and lots and lots of love. Okay. Oh, thank you to all the new subs. I see people are saying that they're just recently subbed to my channel. So thank you so much. I do so value and appreciate that. That's absolutely awesome. Okay. Right, Kelsey. Hello, Kelsey. Let's do a card for Kelsey. Oh, it's a pleasure. I see everyone saying thank you, thank you. It's an absolute pleasure. Kelsey, I'm going to draw a card for you. Let's see. What does Kelsey need to know in life right now? What is the message that Spirit has for Kelsey? What is important and significant for Kelsey to know about her life right now? And it's interesting, as I'm shuffling, Kelsey, I immediately get the sense of decisions, okay? I immediately get the sense of decisions and like pondering quite a big decision, all right? I definitely get that kind of question mark in front of your face. Let's just see what card we get. Okay. So, Kelsey, you got miracles. I love miracles. I love miracles because you know what? Miracles happen all the time. Miracles happen every single day, all the time for everybody. But we get so conditioned in our life that we don't see the miracles. We don't see the little miracles that they happen. And Kelsey, I'm going to say to you that whatever this decision is, because it's quite a strong feeling about this decision that you're pondering. Whatever the decision is, just look out for the miracles. And when we talk about miracles, we're not talking about, you know, walking on water or walking through walls. We're not talking about things like that. What we're talking about here is synchronicities and the way that things happen open doors and open opportunities for you. So when you, for example, and I'm going to keep it very simple, but when you're thinking about a situation, a friend, a circumstance, and then something happens to tie in or connect with that, that is a miracle. See it as a miracle. Believe it's a miracle. And I get excited about it as if it were a miracle. And I want you to start looking out for those miracles in your life. Start looking out for those synchronicities and those kind of magic moments. All right. And when you start paying attention to them, we actually start inviting them more into your life. So Kelsey, I don't know if you're a psychic. I don't know if you have the ability to see, hear, and feel more than the average person, but I'm going to say so. And it's time to start paying attention. It's time to start recognizing your power, your authority, and look out for those miracles. So, I'm going to say to you, Kelsey, actually, like put a challenge out there to Spirit. Okay, and say to Spirit that you want a certain thing to happen. Don't get complicated and over the top with what you're requesting. Keep it simple. Keep it real. Put it out there, and then when it happens, don't say, "Oh, okay, no, that was too easy," and ask for something else. When you request something and Spirit responds and gives you the miracle, say thank you. Acknowledge and say thank you. And what will happen is those miracles will get stronger. Those miracles will get better, bigger, more powerful, and you'll start feeling it here within your soul. I'm going to leave that with you. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Lots of love to you. Okay, tarot reader. Hello, fellow tarot reader. Nice to have you here. I want to read your message. Oh, I'm glad, Kelsey. I'm glad. Fabulous. You do that, girl. Right, so tarot reader says third time because we keep getting knocked out. I'm sorry. We really want a message today. Morgan. So hello, Morgan. I'm going to give you a message. And we're not doing tarot. We're doing oracle tonight because I just love this deck. I am in love with this deck. So tarot reader, I am going to shuffle for you and I'm going to draw a card. Tarot reader, card for me. Morgan. Let's get a card for Morgan. What does Morgan need to know right now? What is important and significant for Morgan to know? What's going on in Morgan's life? And what does Spirit need you to know? This one. Ooh. Healing chaos. Right. So Morgan, let's get the camera to focus on it. Again, off the butterflies. And you guys know me, my butterfly, my logo. I'm going to show you here. Anything that I post on social media has my butterfly. I just am loving my butterflies. So Morgan, we've got healing chaos for you. And you know what? I so understand this with this time of the year, with what's happened with 2020 going into 2021. I've mentioned it a couple of times tonight in this live, saying that 21st of December, we are entering a whole new era that is just going to be completely mind-blowing. Stuff is shifting on a huge level, but in order for the shifts to take place, we have to have a little bit of chaos first, and that's what we had. 2020 has been our chaos. Okay, so Morgan, for you, what Spirit is saying to you is recognize within your life at the moment that you may be experiencing a bit of a tornado. Okay, but this tornado is doing you a huge favor. This tornado is doing you a massive, massive, massive favor because it's clearing out the clutter, is the word I'm hearing from Spirit. It's clearing out the clutter that you are holding on to. Sometimes we like to hold on to our stuff. And when I talk about clutter, when I talk about stuff that we're holding on to, it doesn't necessarily have to be physical, okay? Mental, emotional, spiritual stuff, okay? It could be physical as well, I don't know. So Morgan saying, sounds pretty accurate. So please understand that this tornado that is wreaking havoc in your life at the moment, I almost want you to welcome it. I almost want you just to open the door, step back and say, have at it, okay? Because it's forcing you to clear out garbage and clutter that is absolutely necessary in order for you to advance, in order for you to go to wherever it is you need to be. Stuff is happening, shifting and moving at a rate of knots, and you need to welcome it because it's going to take you to good places. So Morgan, I'm excited. Once the tornado is gone, if you're a tarot reader, once your tower moment has happened, once that collapse and that destruction has taken place, now we can have a clear playing field to decide what we want, where we want it, how we want it, and how fabulous it's going to be. Sending lots of love. Lots and lots and lots of love. Awesome. Marissa, hello, my darling. You were like one of the first in asking a question. Let me ask, my darling. So your question is, will you find love? And Marissa, you know, my love, you have had love. You have found love before. So I'm going to change your question a little bit to say, what do you need to know? with regards to connecting with and attracting a new love connection into your life. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get for Marissa. Will you find love? What do you need to do to open up and attract abundance and love and prosperity? Ooh, you're going to like this one. New beginnings, my darling. How awesome is that? So this is telling you that the love connection that is coming for you is a brand new energy. It's a brand new person. It's not somebody that you've connected with before. Okay, so a brand new individual coming into your space. So you need to be open to it. The interesting thing about this card as well is I'm just loving all these colors at the top here, but it's basically, it's the new dawn. It's the new day. It's that's coming through for you. Okay, and it's recognizing that when the new day dawns, brand new individual, brand new energy, clean, sparkling, fantastic, colorful, brave, beautiful is going to come into your space. So I'm so excited for that. So excited for that. All right. So there is definitely new energy coming into your space. And when I look at this new dawn, I'm going to say to you, it's going to be in the new year. It's not going to be now. It's going to be in the next year. It's going to be next year that this person's going to come in. So all you have to do is be ready. Get your beauty sleep. Make sure you're always looking fabulous, as I know you are. You're always looking fabulous. And just be open to it and just know that this love connection is coming for you. All right. Sending lots of love to you. Lots and lots and lots of love to you. Okay. Lynn, hello, Lynn. Nice to see you. Nice to have you here. Lynn's asking for a message regarding finances. Okay, Lynn, I can do that. So, Lynn, let's see. What does Lynn need to know about finances? What is important and significant for Lynn right now? What message does Spirit have for Lynn? Oh, thank you so much for that. Thank you. So value and appreciate you, my darling. I really do. Thank you so much for that. Message for Lynn. What does Lynn need to know about her finances? What is important and significant for Lynn with regards to her finances? Oh, look at that, Lynn. Isn't that gorgeous? Gosh, these cards are so beautiful. For those of you who are wondering what cards these are, it's the Sacred Destiny Oracle. They're just absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving this deck at the moment. So, Lynn, for you, the message that we got is purity. So with regards to finances, first of all, it's about being honest. It's about being pure. It's about recognizing truth. Okay. Immediately we see the two different color eyes. Immediately we see that the huge, big masculine totem animal that's coming through. He's strong. He's brave. He's courageous. He's all of those kind of things. Okay. But he's also honest. He's not going to do something he doesn't need to do. He's not going to do something that's not significant and important. He's going to, if he's hungry, he will eat. If he's tired, he will sleep. If he's scared, he will protect himself, okay? He doesn't eat just for the sake of eating. He only does things when it's valid, when it's relevant, and when it's appropriate. And I honestly think, Lynn, for you with regards to your finances, this is what you need to be. You need to be honest with yourself. You need to be truthful with yourself and do what is necessary. Only do what you need to, but only when necessary. So no extravagant splurges, no extravagant anything. Let's keep it simple. Let's keep it pure. Let's keep it honest, and let's be strong in what we do with regards to our finances. I am also going to say to you that he is an incredible hunter. Okay. So if the finances are a bit short for you, Lynn, if you're finding the finances a bit tight, then just know that you can find, hunt, attract, and source whatever you need for your requirements, for anything. Okay, so Lynn, sending you lots of love with that purity. Love, love, love that for you. Okay. Right. Frinda, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Frinda, hello. I'm going to draw for you. Please do a reading for me. Does Rishav have feelings for me? Let's see. Actually, you know what? Let's go back to the tarot for that one, because that just feel like shifting. We're going to use the Lightseers Tarot for that one. Let's give it a shuffle. I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm terrible with names. Frinda, Brinda, Rishav. Does Rishav have feelings for you? What do you need to know about the connection? That's what I'm going to ask. What do you need to know about the connection between the two of you? What is his feelings for you? What do you need to know? What's important? Let's see what we get. This card wants to come out. Okay. So, my darling, you have got the Tower. The Tower is normally a card we don't want to see in the tarot, okay? Because the Tower says that your world has crushed, your world has fallen, your world has collapsed, your world is not the way it needs to be. But my interpretation, the way I read the Tower card, it's like, yes, we have had destruction. We have had collapse and destroy and break and, everything shattered in our lives. But it's about the rebuild. It's about the connecting. It's about recognizing our home, our function wasn't working for us anyway. So now that it's been crumbled, now that it's been crushed, now that it's been savaged, now we can start rebuilding it in the way that is better suited for you. So with regards to your relationship, because that's what you're asking, okay? You're asking whether the feelings are there. So right now, looking at this card right here, right now, does he have feelings for you? He probably does, but there's sadness, there's anger, there's frustration, there's disappointment, there's all of those negative emotions. Once those have subsided, once those emotions from both of your sides, because it's volatile, that's what we get from the Tower card, it's volatile. The emotions and the energy is strong and it's volatile. Once all of that settles, once that calms down, once we can breathe again, then we're able to look at the situation. Then we're able to look at it and say, okay, hold a second. How can we patch this? How can we rebuild this? How can we fix it? So it's complicated. It's complicated as it is. But basically what Spirit is saying to you right now, the emotions are raw, are angry, frustrated, etc. Give it time and allow it to heal. So in terms of yes or no, what is it she's asking? Does he have feelings for you? Yes. Are there positive feelings? Probably not. There we go. Short and sweet, simple. Give it time, though. Give it time, and things will change. All right, sending lots of love. Brendan, hello, hello, hello. Brendan's asking for a message. So, Brendan, I'm going back to the Oracle deck because let's see what Spirit wants Brendan to know. So, message for Brendan. What does Spirit want Brendan to know? What's going on in Brendan's life? What is important and significant? What is relevant for Brendan right now? Let's see what we get. So Brendan, in your life at the moment, oh, look at that. How fabulous. Happiness. I love that. So I don't know if this is that you have happiness in your life or if you're working towards happiness or if your focus is on happiness. But just understand that happiness is not, it's interesting what Spirit is saying to me. It's not the final destination, okay? So we all search for happiness. We all want happiness. It's something that's on, the top of our agendas all the time is to be happy. We're striving to be happy. We're working towards being happy. And Brendan, what Spirit is saying to you with this particular card is recognize that happiness needs constant work. If you look at the dolphins, they are so happy that they're jumping out of the water, but they're not staying out of the water. The happiness is in that motion, okay? And they repeatedly do that motion when they are happy, when they are playing, and when they're having a good time. All right? So for you at the moment, I'm just trying to see who was I talking to, Brendan, sorry. For Brendan, for you, it's about maintaining that energy, maintaining that happiness, maintaining that excitement. And that's what you need to be focusing on. So don't strive to reach happiness, okay? Because it's not a point, it's not a place, it's not a location. It's a constant maintenance to remain happy and to stay there. So I hope that makes sense to you. Brendan, sending lots of love and blessings your way. I hope that helps. Hello, everybody who has joined. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Cup of tea with $3 worth of sugar and cookies. Bless you. I have a cup of tea too. Let's have a sip. And because your name is just so cute and so awesome, I'm going to draw a card for you. Let's go back to the Lightseers Tarot. Right, so you say, can you have a reading? Of course you can, my darling. I just absolutely love that. Cup of tea with $3 worth of sugar and cookies. That's a whole lot of sugar, especially for us here in South Africa, because in South Africa, $3 goes a long way. All right, let's draw a card for cup of tea. What message do we have for cup of tea? What's important for cup of tea to know right now? What is significant? What message does Spirit have for you? Let's see what we get. Okay, this card's already made an appearance tonight, and we have the 7 of Wands. So for you, my darling, what Spirit is saying to you is that you need You need to recognize what you're afraid of. You need to recognize what you're fearful of. You need to recognize what's happening around you that's causing anxiety and causing fear. If you look at this card, you can see that she's got her head turned. She's not facing things head on. She's feeling nervous about the things that are approaching her, the situations and the circumstances that are approaching her. She's feeling a bit nervous and a bit worried about that. But what the message of the card is saying is that when you face your challenges head on, when you look straight ahead at what's going on in your life, when you face exactly what's happening in front of you, you're going to see that it's actually not so scary. Okay. What I often say with this card is when you think there's this huge, big, raging bear coming towards you to attack you and to hurt you, when you look away because you're too afraid to look at it. But when you do find the courage and the confidence to face it head on, you're going to see that it's a tiny little squishy teddy bear. Okay. So whatever's going on in your life at the moment, it may feel quite overwhelming. It may be feeling quite fearful. Your anxiety levels may be quite high, but face it head on and you will see that it's actually quite insignificant. It's actually quite small and not such a difficult situation. All right. So look at things head on, face it head on, and know that all's going to be well. All right. Sending lots of love and enjoy your tea with $3 of sugar and cookies. I love that. Absolutely love that. Good. Okay. Let's see who else. Yvette Delarue. Hello. Mwah. Yvette sitting all the way over in the UK. Hello, my darling. I hope you are well. I hope you are well. Let's draw a card for Yvette. Let's draw a card for Yvette. What does Spirit need Yvette to know tonight? What is important for Yvette? What's going on in Yvette's life that she needs guidance on? What is important and what is significant for Yvette? Let's have a look and see what we get. Oh, okay. So Yvette, we have got 2 of Pentacles. And if you look at this card, okay, so the lady standing in the card represents you, okay? That is you right now. And what she's got is she's got her handbag, her purse, and she's got, I'm going to call it a shadow version of a handbag or purse. And she's trying to balance it. But what they're doing is they're creating a infinity symbol around her, and she's trying to find balance with her finances. She's trying to find balance with her material possessions. And I know that that makes sense to you, okay? But the important thing here with the 2 of Pentacles is that it's recognizing the job at hand, the task at hand. It's recognizing exactly what you've got to work with. Okay, she knows she's got her handbag. She knows the contents of a handbag. She knows how big it is. She knows how she's holding it. You know, the physicality of it. She's very aware of. Okay, so she's being honest with herself about that. But what she's trying to do is she's trying to find that balance. And you can see by her skirt that the wind is blowing. So not only is she trying to balance the light and the dark, the yin and the yang, the good and the bad of her finances, of her life, actually. She's also trying to do this in heavy, gusty winds, okay? And it's quite difficult and it's quite challenging. The other thing that we have to notice here, and I want to just see if I can get the camera to focus on her face. If you look at her face, if you look at the expression on her face, she's not really panicked. She's not really stressed. She's just sort of going with the flow and just recognizing that in time, things will balance and even themselves out. And I think, Yvette, for you, this is what this card is saying. It's about being focused on the task at hand, being focused on what you need to do, being focused on what is important and significant, long-term plans versus short-term plans, but recognize that for every positive, there is a negative, and there's the yin and the yang, okay? And it's about putting those 2 together and recognizing the balance that is needed in your life. Sending lots of love, my darling. You take care of yourself. Right. Oh, Nikki, hello. Hello. I'm going to draw a card for Nikki. Oh, Brendan, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Okay. Let's see. Nikki, message for Nikki. Nikki and I used to work together a long time ago. A whole lifetime ago. Hey, Nikki. A whole lifetime ago. Gosh, I don't even remember days. Let's see. What does Spirit need Nikki to know? What's important? Oops. And significant for Nikki in her life right now. So Nikki, this card is coming out. Oh, look at that. I love these. This deck is it's just so my heart deck. So Nikki, we have got the 2 of Cups for you, and the 2 of Cups is about 2 individuals, 2 situations, 2 circumstances, 2 people coming together and recognizing that we are stronger together than we are apart. This is the card of partnerships. It doesn't always mean relationships. It doesn't always mean romantic, okay? It could be a work thing. It could be just connecting with, meeting up with, working with somebody where together we achieve so much more than we could have if we stayed on our own. And I know, Nikki, I know you're quite an independent woman. I know you're somebody who doesn't always ask for help, doesn't always let people help. You're always the one helping. You're always the one doing for others, especially within your family. Okay. And I think what this card is saying to you is that recognizing that you don't always have to do things on your own. You don't always have to be the only one doing all the work. Recognize that sometimes letting somebody connect with you and letting somebody help you and letting somebody work with you actually makes the burden that you carry a little bit less. And I know we don't mind the burden, especially when it's family, especially when it's the people that we love. But honestly, what this is saying to you, connecting with and allowing somebody to ease the burden and to work with you, to partner with you on whatever it is that you're working with at the moment will be a major advantage for you. Okay, major advantage. So Nikki, with whatever's going on in your life at the moment, if somebody offers you help, say yes, please, and thank you. Yes, please, and thank you. That's all you need to say. Sending lots of love. Okay. Lisa, hello, Lisa. Hello. She says, wow, I saw you popped on my YouTube. Yay. I am well, thank you, my darling. I hope you are too. Let's see what we get for Lisa. Message for Lisa. You know what? I'm going back to these cards. I'm like, so loving this deck tonight. So loving this deck. Right, Lisa, let's see what we get. Message for Lisa. What does Spirit need Lisa to know? What's important and significant in Lisa's life right now? What is the message that Spirit have for Lisa? What's important for Lisa to know? How can we guide? How can we assist Lisa in her life right now? Let's see. So Lisa, for you, very interesting, my darling. You've got the Courage card. Okay, so the Courage card, it's a card that came up earlier tonight as well. Let me just see if I can get it into focus. There we go. So we're standing at the ocean shore. We're standing at the seaside. We are standing at the rocks. We have got the waves crashing up against the rocks. And you've been there, okay? You've been in this kind of a situation. I know that because you come from South Africa and Durban in particular. So you know what the ocean, you know that strength, you know that power that the ocean has. And you know that when you're standing that close to a wild, if I can call it, to a wild ocean. Sorry, I see I'm out of focus again. There we go. When you're standing that close to a wild ocean, you know how scary it is when you've got these waves coming at you all the time. And it's in that moment, it's in that time when we are most vulnerable, and also when we find our courage and our strength to anchor ourselves in and to stand firm and to achieve amazing things, okay? So for you, obviously, whatever you're dealing with in your life at the moment, Lisa, whatever's going on, it may be difficult. It may be a little bit scary, a little bit intimidating even, okay? But if you just dig deep and find your courage, if you just dig deep, and I feel like, you know, I'm sure you do yoga, but you know when you do yoga and how you anchor your feet into the ground, I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'm sure you'll understand. When you sort of anchor your feet into the ground, when you sort of grab hold like that, you know, when you just stand like that, you are suddenly stronger. Your courage, your conviction, your stamina, everything is suddenly better. You need to do. So in the face of adversity, in the face of danger, in the face of whatever is facing you right now, whatever is coming at you, just recognize that you are stronger than you realize, but you do need to anchor yourself and you do need to hold. All right. So Lisa, sending so much love and blessings to you, my darling. And yes, if you're going to be in the country next year, I so look forward to meeting up and catching up with you. That would be absolutely awesome. Gosh, I am talking a lot. Let's have some more tea. Ice cold tea is my favorite. Right, let's see. Who else do we have? Melissa. All right, Melissa, let's do a card for you. And after Melissa, I'm only going to do one more, and then I'm going to call it quits because it's getting late. And I have a full diary tomorrow, full day tomorrow. Yes, and happy Thanksgiving to all of you who celebrate. Absolutely, I forgot it's Thanksgiving today. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving in South Africa. It's amazing. We celebrate Black Friday, but we don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Go figure. I don't understand it. So happy Thanksgiving to all of you who do celebrate. All right, so Melissa, let's get a message for Melissa. Let's get a message for Melissa. Hello, Melissa. What message does Spirit have for you? What is important for you to know right now? And remember, while I'm shuffling the cards for each one of you that are online right now, remember, tomorrow morning I will be releasing your Friday video. It has been done. I have recorded it this afternoon, and I will be publishing it tomorrow. That's awesome. I think the readings tomorrow in that pick a card are just fantastic, and I hope you all enjoy. Right, message for Melissa. Let's see what we get. Oh, Melissa, how interesting. Oh, how interesting. Diligence. Let's get it focused. So look at the bird that we have. I would say what kind of bird it is, but my knowledge is not very good. So the bird is flying over the farmlands, okay? And it's above the clouds, and it is flying. Obviously, it's going far. And the key word there for you is diligence, all right? Diligence is saying to you, don't give up. Doesn't matter how hard it is. I mean, I can imagine the winds above the clouds are quite tough, are quite difficult. So, and obviously when we're there, it's difficult to stay on track. It's difficult to stay heading in the direction we need to stay in. So there could be that kind of overwhelming feeling of failing and not succeeding and not achieving. But diligence is the key word for you, Melissa, saying to you, stick it out. Whatever it is that you're doing, stay with it, okay? Just go with the flow, stick with it, and know that you are going to end up exactly where you need to be. It may be different from what you set out for, okay? Because that's immediately what I'm hearing from Spirit. Wherever you planned to go, whichever direction you hope to plan to go into, you may not end up in that same location. It may be slightly different. It may be slightly off from that. But just know that if you stick with it, without giving up, without resisting, without fighting, without trying to change anything, just go with the flow and you will end up exactly where you need to end up. All right, sending lots of love to you, Melissa. Okay. Oh, shame, my darling. I can only imagine how difficult it's been. Right, I'm going to do two more. I'm going to do for Zingisa and I'm going to do for Ramona because you've both been here for a while and I have seen your names come up a couple of times. So Zingisa, let's do for you, my darling. Pick a card for me, Zingisa. What is going on? What do you need to know? What is the message that Spirit has for you tonight? Let's see what we get. This one for you. You get new beginnings, my darling. I love that for you because that's telling you that it doesn't matter what you're facing. It doesn't matter what you're going through, that there's positive coming, okay? But you have to get through the darkness. You have to get through the night before the new day comes. And the new day brings a lot of positive, brings a lot of happiness, brings a lot of joy for you. But you've got to get through the dark first. You've got to get through the nighttime first. I want to suddenly, sorry, I have decks all over the place. So Zingisa, this deck is... it's just got keywords on it. So let's draw a card from here for you as well. So this new beginning, this new dawn that's coming for you, what do you need to know about it? How do you attract it? How do you welcome it in? What do you need to be focusing on? What do you need to be aware of? And it's this one. Can you read that? It says, be open to love. Be open to love. So the new beginning that's coming your way, it's going to be about love. It's going to be about excitement. It's going to be about allowing yourself to be happy, allowing yourself to have a heart connection with somebody. Be open to love and know that the new beginnings are coming for you. All right, sending lots of love to you. And my last one tonight, that's so awesome. She says, I'm ready. I love it. My last one tonight is for Ramona. So Ramona, let's draw a card for you. Our last one for tonight. Sorry, guys, I have been online for a long time already. I will be back. I'm going to try and do lives as often as I can, as often as time allows. But at this stage, it's probably going to be Thursday nights. Thursday nights is probably going to be my thing. So, but I will post about it on social media. So if you follow me on social media, you will see when I'm going to do the next live. Ramona, let's see what message Spirit has for you. What is important and significant for Ramona to know in her life right now? Ramona, message for Ramona is this one. Oh, I like it. You get the unicorn, darling. Let's see. Look at that beautiful unicorn revealing itself and showing itself, coming out from behind a tree, coming out from the cave. And the message is gateway. So what is a gateway? Gateway is a portal or a place, an entrance or an area between two places. And Ramona, this is obviously where you're at the moment, but it's also because we've got the unicorn, it's about believing in magic, believing in miracles, believing in opportunities, believing in crazy, okay? And I really believe, Ramona, for you at the moment, wherever you're at in life, whatever you're dealing with in life, whatever you're going through in life at the moment, it's about recognizing where you've been. It's recognizing that you are in transition. You are going through the gateway at the moment. You need to hold on to magic. You need to hold on to possibilities. You need to hold on to options. Don't allow the negativity and judgment. I'm hearing that. Don't allow negativity and judgment to cloud you and to restrict you, okay? You are gateway, you are between, you are going from one to another. We are transitioning between the two, and it's important, Ramona, that you hold on to possibilities, hold on to magic, and have no expectations. No restrictions, no expectations. Be open to anything. Be open to trust, be open to belief, and be open to possibilities, because possibilities absolutely are possible for you. I am going to draw a card from here as well, just to finish off the night. And just as a final, what else does Spirit want Ramona to know about this gateway, about the possibilities that are open and available to you? Oh my gosh, I'm throwing them all over the table. Oh, wow. You can have that one. You can have that one. It says focus on success. I love that for you. Absolutely. Focus on success. That is absolutely awesome. I love that. So Ramona, the gateway, let me get the gateway card. So the gateway that is open to you, the gateway that is available to you, that you have to just enter and walk through, is telling you focus on success. And that goes back to not allowing any judgment, not allowing any expectations, not allowing any negative energies to influence the gateway, to influence the transition and the change from one place to another. Be open to possibilities, focus on success, and you know what? Your unicorn's going to be there. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I love that. What deck is that? So the decks that I've been working with tonight, this gateway deck is this one, Sacred Destiny Oracle. And this amazing one that is telling us to focus on success is the Divine Energy Oracle. Those are the two decks that I've been working with. And then, of course, the tarot deck that I've been using tonight is the Lightseers Tarot. So, friends, thank you, thank you, thank you. Lots of love, lots of blessings to every single one of you. Thank you for joining me here tonight. It's been great fun. I always enjoy myself. I always have fun. Thank you for all the love and all the support, and we shall see you tomorrow for your Friday Pick a Card. With love and blessings from my heart to yours until we connect again. Bye. Thanks, everybody. Cheers.